Oh, Hawkeye HHD Nation, stand up and welcome back to the second channel and welcome to the Decide Your Ride for our first ever Hawkeye HAULER tournament. We are here to introduce 16 cars that you, the Hawkeye HAULER Nation, get to choose. Now, since there are only 16 cars and there are going to be a decent amount of you picking these vehicles, you will be sharing a ride with somebody. So do keep that in mind. Don't get upset if you have to share a certain vehicle with somebody else. Heck, get to know them in the comments down below and you guys can cheer each other on and hopefully win your way to a playoff seat for the final 16. Now remember, the Hawkeye HAULER tournament is a week-long event over the next 16 weeks, 3 videos each. First video on the Cottonmouth Fat Track, second video on the Super Stretch, third and final video on the Rainbow Road. The car with the most points at the end of the week will move on to one of the 16 seats at the end of the tournament. And of course, huge thank you to my Patreon members and my YouTube members for always holding down the fort, not only here, but over on the main channel as well, where we are racing our monster trucks. Huge King of the Hill event double feature coming up for the Hot Wheels trucks and the Spin Master Monster Jam trucks. So keep a lookout for that over on the main channel. Also, you want to get a hot seat, a guaranteed seat for a ride. Well, technically you're all gonna get guaranteed seats, but if you become a Patreon member or a YouTube member, you get specialty shout outs for the car you are representing. So Patreon members, YouTube members, get ready to choose some rides. We're gonna get to those here very soon. Definitely make sure you are subscribed and have that bell rung so you never miss a future upload here on the channel. You're not gonna wanna miss this tournament. This is the first ever Hot Wheels tournament we are holding, the first one I have ever done. So I am really looking forward to this and I hope you guys are as well. Don't forget, we also have the Demolition Tournament continuing on. Episode number 3 of that is coming up this week, so keep a lookout for that as well. That's why you need to make sure you have that bell rung. But anywho, 16 beautiful cars. We're gonna go through them, not going to open them. We're just gonna take a closer look at them, get them introduced, and hopefully we will have a clear winner. I think there's one certain one I am looking at that I think is going to do pretty well. Of course, I'm going to say the Cameo, but this Porsche Safari, I think they're going to do pretty well. And of course, Bone Shaker is going to do amazing on all of these tracks. So again, let's go ahead and run through our tracks. So again, Tuesday, we will have the Cottonmouth Super Stretch. 2 cars at a time will race. And since we have 16 cars, we will have a group of 16, group of 8, 4, and 2. Now, 16 points are on the line. So let's say the little low lux finishes last, they will get 1 point. And let's say the Porsche Safari wins, they will get 16 points. They will carry that into the next video. The next video being the 6-lane Super Stretch where we will race 6 cars at a time. And the lowest finishing car will be eliminated from racing until we get 4 cars for the final round. So on and so forth. 1 point for the loser, 16 for the winners. Now, moving on to the final stretch for Sunday, Rainbow Road, twisting, turning, side-by-side racing. Again, like the Super Stretch, last car to finish is eliminated. And of course, we're just gonna have a ton of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Again, 16 cars. I hope you, the Hawkeye HAULER Nation, is ready. So without further ado, let's go ahead, get these cars introduced. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the Hawkeye HAULER Nation, I have strategically planned this where we have 8 licensed vehicles, such as Bugatti, Honda, Volkswagen, and, Chevrolet. So we got 8 licensed vehicles, and then we also have 8 fantasy cars. Kind of want to see which set of cars will prevail. Will it be the fantasy cars? Will it be the licensed cars? Well, that is why we are doing, 8 of each. So anywho, let's go ahead and get to choosing your rides. Now remember, in order to lock in your ride, please like this video and definitely make sure you are part of the Hawkeye HAULER Nation today. Subscribe right now if you're not already. Really, if you're picking a ride, help me out on the big end. Now, let's go ahead and get started. And of course, our first vehicle will be the Low Lux. I guess it's a pickup. Looks like it's straight out of Fast and Furious. It is the Low Lux. Look at that big old wing on the back. Should do pretty well on every variation of track. So there is the Low Lux. Now the next vehicle is a classic. It is the Twin Mill 2. Big engines are ready to rumble. We know Twin Mill knows how to take on the tracks. I am excited to see what Twin Mill can do. One of the fan favorites. Now, this is probably my choice to probably win it all. It is Bone Shaker. Love the black Bone Shaker, got the open roof. Bone Shaker is always fast. How well will he do on the first ever Hawkeye HAULER tournament? Coming up next, you got Hot Wheels High, a school bus variation. Got those big old jets on the back. Now I think Hot Wheels High will do really well on the super stretch. May struggle on the fat track, but also on the Rainbow Road. We got those tight turns. Hopefully he's not in lanes at 1 or 5 on there. There is Hot Wheels High. All right, up next, you got the Bugatti Bolide. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below how you pronounce that Bugatti's name. But again, this is a supercar. Honestly, this is more of a hypercar. He is going to be super deadly on the fat track and super deadly on the super stretch. He's got those sleek lines. He's going to be fast. There's the Bugatti Bolide. Up next, you got the Alfa Romeo GT V6 3.0. He is running those almost rounded wheels on the bottom. Look for him to be very, very quick on the fat track. They almost look rubber, but you can tell they are not. Thought this was a super treasure hunt the first time I picked it up. I'll do another double check. Yeah, it's not. But there it is, the Alfa Romeo GT V6 3.0. Next, you got the 88 Honda CRX. This is an 83 Honda, how dare you?
This is an 81 Honda, how dare you?
Well, this is an 88 Honda, how dare you? But now this Honda has some nice weight to it. Look for him to be very quick on every type of track. Love those yellow wheels. He's gonna be a good one. Of course, the Volkswagen ID Buzz, the electric version of the Volkswagen van. I don't know why I can't say Volkswagen regularly, like Volkswagen, but it's just more fun to say Volkswagen. But there is the ID Buzz, the electric van. I'm actually really curious to see how well this van is gonna do. Coming up next, you're going to have Jackhammer, one of the best fantasy Hot Wheels out there. Happy to see him back. And this blue scheme is amazing. Jackhammer is going to be one to look out for. And of course, one of my favorite fantasy cars, you have Lethal Diesel. He is, again, an amazing track vehicle. I think he's gonna tear it up. I really think the fantasy cars are gonna be the cars to look out for. They're gonna be hard to beat. That is just my personal opinion. Up next, now, it can be debated on whether this is a licensed vehicle or a fantasy car. I'm personally considering it a fantasy car just because it is a tuned version, and that is the 94 Toyota Supra from Fast and Furious. Now, again, it is a Toyota Supra, but it's also squished, so it is a tuned version running these itty-bitty little wheels. Don't let that deceive you. This car is going to do really well on the Rainbow Road, so it is a fantasy car in my opinion. There is the Toyota Supra. And of course, we couldn't have a drag racing event without Pass and Gasser. Again, this car does really well on any type of track. He's going to be really well. I think he may struggle a little bit with the Cottonmouth Fat Track, but the other two tracks he's going to do really, really well. Plus, look at that bronze color, sorry, with the gold wheels. With gold wheels. All right, 8 cars left to choose from. Let's continue on. Probably the best looking car of the bunch. You got the custom 68 Camaro. Look at that thing. That thing is deadly looking. That is such a cool casting. Excited to get this out of the packaging and race it. That 68 Camaro is gonna be awesome. Coming up next, you have the Porsche 928S Safari. Again, probably one of the hot picks to win this overall tournament. He has the weight, he has the ground clearance, and he has the capability to get a victory under his belt. It's gonna be amazing. Really love this car. Such a cool looking one. 2 cars remaining, and up next you got the 2010 Camaro SS. I personally have a 2017 Camaro SS, and it's blue, not orange, but look at this thing. Tell you what, on the Cottonmouth Fat Track, I am hoping to see that bumper doing some bumping and running. I really hope the Camaro does well. Don't let me down, Fire Chief. Don't let me down. And lastly, we got one car to go. That is the orange Tesla Roadster. I believe this Tesla Roadster was around before Elon even bought Tesla. This was like the very first Tesla model before Elon got his hands on it. There is the Tesla Roadster. This car is actually decently weighed, so it's gonna do pretty well. All right, there are the 16 cars. Happy choosing. So just like that, we have our 16 cars introduced. Racing is going to begin very soon, so make sure you get your picks in. Again, I am leaning towards this Porsche Safari. Jackhammer's gonna be a good one, but I really think Bone Shaker will be the one to beat. Look out for those 3 cars in particular. Now, question for you in the comments as well. Do you think the license models or the fantasy models will perform better in this Hawkeye Hauler tournament? I personally think it's gonna be the fantasies, but the licensed cars may be holding some punches, but they're gonna come out swinging. And that will wrap up this short little video. Just a few more bullet points I want to touch on with you guys real quick. Like I said, just make sure you are subscribed, like this video. I'll go through and like your comments. Wish you guys good luck. And remember, you will be sharing a ride with somebody. Patreon members, YouTube members, get those picks in. Happy choosing. Now, as we approach this upcoming tournament, there will be a Decide Your Ride almost every single, well, there will be a Decide Your Ride every single week, and we will have a different set of 16 cars every week competing in this tournament. Remember, a tournament week is composed of 3 events: Cottonmouth, Super Stretch, Rainbow Road. 16 cars will take on the week, only 1 can advance. So let's say Jackhammer wins, he automatically gets seat number 1 in the big finale. Then we will have 15 more weeks of tournaments after that, and then the big grand finale. So we're in this for a long haul. I hope you guys are ready. And also, holidays are right around the corner. You guys ask a lot where I get all my stuff from. Make sure you use my Hawkeye Hauler Amazon storefront to get your holiday gifts. It does help you out. I have everything you see here on that Amazon storefront. You guys can get Hot Wheels, monster trucks, track pieces, Fat Track. You guys can find everything on that Amazon storefront. Not only does that help you out, it helps me out as well, as I do get compensation from the Amazon storefront. I do make commission off of that. So again, help yourself out and help me out as well. You can also become a Patreon member or a YouTube member if you're able, and that does help support the channel as well. Tiers start at $1 a month. It does help fund videos just like this. Just becoming a 1 tier on the Patreon or the YouTube memberships, it purchases 1 car here for upcoming videos. Now again, we got 16 weeks, 16 cars. I do have enough for a few weeks, so I will be stacking up those as we get closer and as they are needed. Also, a Merry Hauler Christmas, December 1st through the 25th. Every single day, I will be doing a giveaway. Now, as I have gone through, taken the time to go through a Merry Hauler Christmas, since it is an everyday giveaway, December 1st through December 25th, in order to be part of this giveaway, you need to be following my Instagram. Link down below. I mean, you can just search Hawkeye Hauler on Instagram and you will find me. Got the old school logo on there. You will be able to find me. Now, the Hawkeye Hauler giveaway, you will get 1 Hot Wheel from me, 1 sticker from me, and 1 postcard from me sent out to you from me as a holiday gift. Now, once you are drawn as a winner, again, like I said, Hot Wheel, sticker, postcard, you're only gonna be able to win it once. You can't win all 25 days. So definitely make sure you are following my Instagram as December 1st comes. The first giveaway will be announced. So yeah, it won't be used cars. It will be a brand new sealed Hot Wheel that I will be mailing to you guys free of charge as a little thank you gift for being part of the Hawkeye Hauler Nation. You know, maybe it'll warm up your little holiday spirits just a little bit. But yeah, that's that ends this video. The first ever Hawkeye Hauler tournament begins very soon. We got our 16 cars in. You guys need to decide your 16 cars. You guys need to decide 1 car from these 16 cars. That's what I really meant to say. And yeah, that's that. We're gonna have a ton of fun. We touched base on everything. Oh, also, don't forget to rep your official Hawkeye Hauler merch link down below. I mean, you want to look cool this holiday season. Maybe I'll put out an ugly sweater design. Let me know if you guys want that. I think we want that. But yes, I'm really looking forward to this Hawkeye Hauler tournament, and I'm really looking forward to a 25 days of a Merry Hauler Christmas. We're gonna have fun with that. Yeah, I'm rambling on at this point just because I really just standing here talking with you guys. But who's it gonna be? My pick. I'm gonna pick one right now. So we may be sharing a ride with one another, but I am going to pick. Ooh, who do I want to pick? I really want to go Jackhammer, but guys, I'm going to go with the Porsche Safari to win our first ever Hawkeye Hauler tournament. Let's see if I'm right. And who am I going to be sharing a ride with? Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. Do all the good stuff. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Definitely make sure you're a part of the Hawkeye Hauler Nation today. You're home for DIECAST Racing. Head over to Hawkeye Hauler, the main channel, and get ready to witness a double header for our Monster Truck Kings. Will they leave that podium as a two-time, three-time king, or will we see two brand new trucks atop the throne? We will. Once we get through our 16 weeks, maybe we will hold a King of the Hill and see if the big bad Ford F-150 can defend his crown. And of course, our little truck somehow won race wars. We're not going to talk about that. We never talk about that video. That was a disgrace. I'm not even happy that. Yeah. Anywho, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you back here at the Hauler. Peace, love, and DIECAST Racing. You know what to do. Drop a comment, like the video, and I'll see you on race day.